This video shows how to import recorded tracks from your navigation device into Track of the Day and convert them into animated videos. Enjoy! Many apps and navigation devices can record tracks. An advantage of many Garmin devices is that you don't have to start this recording explicitly, and it works even without an active route. You just drive off and everything you've been to is automatically saved, which is very cool. Recorded tracks can be easily imported into Track of the Day. All tracks are automatically sorted by day. And if you don't know it yet, because of this feature, this application is called Track of the Day. Let's start with a small example. I lived in Sicily for a year and explored this island intensively on my motorcycle. Here we see some pictures from the time when I lived near Mount Etna. This volcano, which is more than 3,000 meters high, not only shapes the lives of people, it also towers over all other mountains in the area and is therefore very present. You can often see him from afar, as in these shots. Because the winter was so cold and the summer so incredibly hot, I left Sicily again in autumn. After a short flying visit to Agrigento, I took the ferry at Messina and crossed over to the mainland. We continued to Rome and took a ferry across the Mediterranean to Barcelona. From there, my journey zigzagged through the south of Spain to Andalusia. At the Enduro Park Andalusia, I visited Axel Pabst and his friends. I was able to help load the bikes and we spent some very nice days together. Afterwards we continued with a ferry to Lanzarote. The crossing took about 30 hours and I was in Arrecife the next day. Here you can see how I created this short clip using Filmora 13. I have faded in the animated tracks with a green screen effect. Now let's look at how to create such animations with Track of the Day. Here we see the tracks I recorded when I moved from Sicily to Lanzarote. My route included 3 passages with ferries that I couldn't record. Therefore, I planned the missing sections as a route and then converted them into tracks so that everything is seamless. In Andalusia, I stayed in a hotel for several days and took a closer look at the wonderful landscape. I have deleted the tracks of these round trips for this video, because I only want to show my move from Sicily to Lanzarote here. A contiguous track is required for the animation. This can be created entirely with the Merge Tracks function. We can see how this works here. To create a video, select a track or route and press the F5 function key or click on the button with the camera icon. To animate a track or route into an MP4 file, the free software FFMPEG is required. This will be downloaded automatically if it does not already exist. Now the dialog for the video options opens. Here you can now make all kinds of settings. Details on the settings can be found in the online help. For this example, I activate the virtual cockpit, which can visualize distance, cardinal direction, travel time, speed and altitude above sea level. I now select the beautiful map from National Geographic and start the video creation. The route is now shown step by step. After each step, a screenshot is taken and saved in the user profile of Track of the Day. When the animation of the track is complete, the screenshots will be merged into an MP4 file. After FFMPEG has done its job, the finished video will be displayed and ready to be played and exported. Now we see some variants of this very long track with different maps and disabled cockpit. You can also easily animate sections of a route by deactivating the full screen option. We can see how it works here. All GPS satellites have the same time, namely UTC. Therefore, the timestamps of recorded tracks are also in UTC and rarely coincide with the local time. You can easily correct this. To do this, open the track editor, select the first track point and correct the time. In this example, the track starts at UTC +1. After confirming this change, all timestamps of the track will be updated. The animated videos now display the correct time. Now let's take a closer look at the virtual cockpit. I select a track that I recorded in the last few days on Lanzarote on a tour with my friends. Now I activate the Streetview function and drive along the track step by step. At regular intervals I create a POI and assign it the POI category MP4. Along the track there are now many POIs that we can use for the slideshow in the virtual cockpit. We open the video options and add some photos of our tour. These are played at regular intervals in the left area of the cockpit. Then we click on the button with the magnifying glass in the list of POIs. POIs along the current track that have a photo or a screenshot are now searched. We set map material, logo, stroke width, opacity, and speed as we like it. Within the dialog, the approximate playing time of the animation is displayed. In video editing, we can vary this tempo later. Now we start creating the animation and get a coffee. After the coffee is finished, FFMPEG has already rendered an MP4 file, which we can now view and export. Here we can see the finished result. This video clip can now be enriched with scenes that you have filmed on the go. We can see how this works here. Our animation is now accompanied by music and I have added some video sequences. Here is the finished result. If you liked this video, I would be very happy about a thumbs up and a subscription. If you also click on the small bell, you will be notified as soon as there is a new video. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon.